Hello everybody and welcome back to Zelda World's video walkthrough of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I am Bomber and I will be guiding you through the third chapter of Twilight Princess in our walkthrough. Anyway, after that cutscene, Midna will talk to you pretty much immediately and mention that we have to go to the temple and to help her out, and she'll help us out in finding our friends, Colin and the rest of the kids. So we can go ahead and we could go back to Orden Village now, but it's not really necessary at this moment, so you want to head over to the lantern salesman Coro for the time being. You've listened to Midna. This is actually kind of funny. She teaches you how to use the weapon that she worked so hard to get, even though we were doing all the work as a wolf. She says, you can swing your sword with B and raise your shield with L. I'm so helpful, aren't I? It's kind of funny. But we already knew how to do that, of course, from the training at the beginning. As you can see there, that was just a little demonstration of using the shield, as Midna told us. You just hold L, and I haven't really used the shield yet, since we haven't had a shield yet. So basically, when you target an enemy, Link will automatically hold his shield up and protect you from their attacks. So that's pretty cool. With the exception of some harder enemies, actually. Some harder ones, they'll bash through your defenses. They won't hurt you, but your shield won't be able to hold them back. Anyways, you can go ahead and talk to Coro, and he won't notice you, actually, at first. I always thought it was kind of funny, I didn't mention this the last time, how he has birds on him all the time. It's like, he's so still and everything, that the birds, like, sort of, like, go on to him, and when he, like, itches his neck or something like that, they all fly away. So he says that we look pretty geared up, so he's going to give us the key to the gate, which we had to dig under as a wolf. Now, there's one more thing here that we can get, and that is a bottle from him, full of lantern oil. Now, as you can see, I only have 97, so you can just run around in the grass and thrash around or cut with your sword. And this is the only opportunity to buy it, so if you don't buy it now, you can never get it again. So, sort of just run around, and run around and get all the rupees, and I will see you when we have all the rupees, right back at Coro. Okay, so now we have 100. That didn't really go as planned. I expected to have over 100 by the time we got here. We go ahead and buy lantern oil. the bottle of lantern oil. And, of course, the oil won't help that much at first, but the bottle is very useful, and this is the only time in the game we can get it. Now, the good thing about that is now we're empty on rupees, ready to head to the first dungeon of the game. So that way you can collect all the chests in there and not, like, run out of space in your wallet. Because unlike Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and I think Wind Waker, in this game, if a rupee won't fit in your wallet, it'll say, well, let's put it back. You know, you can't fit the whole thing in, so you can't even have what's left of it. Like in Ocarina of Time, if you had a 20 rupee wallet, if you had 20 rupees left in your wallet, and 20 spaces left, and you found a 50 rupees, then it would just fill it up all the way. And every rupee you'd get in a chest after that, it would fill it up. But not in Twilight Princess. It allows you to go back and get it once your wallet is less full. Which I guess is nice, but it can be a little annoying. Anyway, there's nothing new to do in here. I don't know why I shot these pots here. It's not like we need to grab the rupees. We're going to be getting plenty in the dungeon. But I guess I felt like it. I don't know what my motives were when I was doing this. Oh well. But there's nothing more to do in here, so just run right out of the cave to head into the Farron, main portion of Farron Woods. Very still misty and foggy, so really there's no way for us to get across, considering we don't have Midna to help us jump. We're not a wolf right now. So as soon as you light your lantern, though, a cutscene will commence, and the same monkey from earlier that we've seen like 5 times already will take your lantern, but this time it looks like she's trying to help us, so what you want to do is follow her as she beckons to you, as you can see right there. And basically she will clear the path of the fog with your lantern. And then Midna insults us. Anyway, I don't see why we couldn't do this on our own. We could easily just swing the lantern ourselves and make it through the fog. But I guess it's because she spins around in circles. She gives a bigger path for us to walk in. She also walks very slow through here. She doesn't walk at an average pace. She stops for like 5 seconds at a time to swing the lantern. And if we get just a little too far behind, or decide to run around in circles or whatever, she'll beckon for you. She won't keep moving, which is a little annoying. But yeah, this is one of those patience moments in Zelda, which I don't like because I have very little patience when it comes to playing the game. It's like, hurry up, monkey, you know. We never actually learned the monkey's name in this game, but oh well. She's a nice character, I guess. Now that's another thing. You have to, as you saw, you have to kill the Keese like I just did. You have to kill any of the enemies in this area because otherwise she won't move. She gets all scared and sort of crouches over. So any enemies, Deku Babas or Keese you come across, you have to kill. Another thing I find funny is the monkey takes the longest path possible through the woods. She goes up to the top, and then she makes a turn and goes all the way down to the bottom, when she could have just gone from the bottom right to the bottom left. It's kind of funny. Probably just to lengthen gameplay, I guess. There's really no point in making her go walk for so long, but oh well. And we are almost done. We just have to wait for her to finish going around. Of course, she can't just go straight up the hill. She has to walk in the path of the Deku Baba. So, easy to kill. Just a couple of hits will knock its head off. And nope, you can't walk up just yet. You have to wait for her to spin around one more time. And finally, she'll walk up the hill and we can go up with her. Almost, I guess. One more. Alright, there we go. Now, of course, that whole expedition with the monkey sort of burnt out our lantern oil, and yeah, so now we have to refill it, I guess. Which makes the bottle of lantern oil we just got pretty useful, I guess. But again, when you get a bottle of something from somebody, like, it's always the bottle that you're interested in, not what comes in it. Oh, sometimes what comes in a bottle is good, but the bottles... Some of my favorite items, personally, in Zelda games, because they're just so versatile, really cool. These Bokoblins are a cinch now, easy to take out. You shouldn't have any problem by now in the game fighting them, especially since you have a shield to block their attacks as well. Last time we stole from the Parrot, I keep forgetting his name, but we're gonna go ahead and fill up our lantern here. We don't need to waste our bottle of lantern oil just yet. We'll probably save it for another time when we really need it and there's no place to refill. Now, since we have an abundance of rupees right now before the dungeon, we're gonna go ahead and give the Parrot all of our rupees, and it's kind of funny. It's like, hey, a generous young man. He goes like so quickly from thief to, oh, how nice of you. It's kind of funny. Alright, now what's this here? Some golden wolf standing. Well, this is the beginning of sort of a side quest, I guess you could call it, in Twilight Princess. You'll find these golden wolves throughout Hyrule. Through these things, through these howling stones is a wolf. This first one you have to get, but basically they're sword skills. As the wolf's about to explain, it transforms into this skeleton. Well, it looks like it wants to fight us. Let's go ahead and fight it. So, no matter what you try to do, you hit once and he will smack you to the ground, and so I guess sort of our first lesson in fighting. Now, there's a lot of speculation about who this guy is. Some believe him to be the Ocarina of Time Link, though he never really wore armor like that or anything. But he has he mentions, you know, the hero's tunic and everything a lot, and there's some more stuff later in the game I won't spoil. But here we're gonna learn our first of the 7 hidden skills, the ending blow. He basically explains how it works. It's pretty simple. Once you attack an enemy enough, it'll fall to the ground, and you'll get a prompt when L-targeting them to push A. At the bottom of the screen, you'll get the prompt, and then you can just tap it, and Link will do a really cool move, as we're about to see here. You should attack him a couple times, and you'll see finish A at the bottom, and it's kind of funny how we let Link attack him like that, but how else are we going to learn, I guess? We have to practice in somebody. Now here's a cool thing Link does with his sword, his little twirly thingy. You can do this later. I'll be showing you that in videos after this. How you can push A just before an enemy dies to make Link put his sword away all cool like that. But anyway, that's it for the hidden skill. And like he says, you'll be able to find him again. Search for statues that howl the sound of the wind, and we'll get more into that later. But basically, you find these little stones in the ground that you howl like as a wolf, sort of like the musical instrument of this game. I guess Link was sleeping there because he sort of gets off the ground, but oh well. Run up this tree chunk thingy. I don't really know what to call it, as I mentioned in like the last video, I believe. And here's another Bokoblin. Again, they die in like 2 or 3 hits. Pretty simple. And here's the first finishing move you can do right here. If you hit him just right, then that's it. Well, anyway, join me in the next video of Twilight Princess where we take on the Forest Temple. This is Dodongo Bomber signing out. Bye for now.